Do you mean like the chain, like how it binds together? Like, is that what you're talking about?
No, just like the shape. Like the why is the shape important? The structure.
So you can know how it fits.
Yep. And so if you know how it fits, then you know how it functions. So structure and function are tied together. Like, and that's the whole reason why this field works, why we're all in this field. And there's a whole subsection of biochemistry called structural biology. And this is true not only in the molecular level, but it's true in our world, right? Pots are shaped in a specific way to be able to hold the food that we're heating up and all that stuff. Teapots are shaped in a specific way to accommodate as much water as possible and then have a spout for steam to come out so that you still boil your water. So there's a shape that fits the function. Same thing with proteins. Myoglobin is shaped in a specific way so it can bond to iron, and that's why it has that color red. That's why beef is red, right? Because iron, myoglobin is located in your muscle cells, right? And so it stores oxygen in your muscle cells in case you need to fight or flight or run. So you have that storage, the capacity of oxygen. And so that's one of the, so it's shaped in that specific way to bind to iron, but also to be able to hold and store oxygen. And then we know function is tied to structure. What defines the structure of a protein?
The amount of amino acids in the protein.
The amount and what? In the what?
In the protein.
What were you going to say? Yes, the sequence, the amount, the sequence, and of course the identity, right, of the amino acids, the building blocks that form these proteins. So we know sequence informs structure, informs function. Therefore, what? So function is informed by what?
Say again. Functions what?
So sequence informs structure, informs function. So therefore, function is informed by what?
Function is informed by the structure and the. You confuse me.
And sequence, right? Because if sequence informs the structure,
and the structure makes the protein.
Yep.
Then be to fit where it needs to fit.
So sequence basically informs function, right? So the way you have the order of sequence as well as the amount of amino acids as well as the composition of amino acid informs what the protein is going to do, right? And that's why the color theory we did, right, of being able to assign a color to every one of the amino acids. How many amino acids are there?
Well, if they're linked to every letter, it's about 26 now, right? But before there was like 20. So
yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. There are 20 naturally occurring amino acids that are classical amino acids. There are 2 extra ones that give us the 22 of unusual amino acids. And then there are 4 letters that can be used to represent some of those other 20 amino acids. And that's why we're at 26 for the alphabet.